I just did another video on conspiracy theories. I'm kind of like these videos though, baby. Y'all gonna have to start dropping me some videos for real. But we got this video called "Crazy TikTok Facts" that will leave you speechless. Let's get it.
Amazing spray can keep anything dry. Ultra Everdry is a super hydrophobic spray coating. While not designed specifically to keep clothing dry, the spray can be applied to a variety of surfaces. Take a look at what happens when you put it on bread, and look what happens when you put it on paper.
Nightmarish facts about your body that you probably shouldn't think about.
I don't know how they do that.
The acid in your body is strong enough to dissolve razor blades, which is why your stomach is in a constant battle to not digest itself. When you get a sunburn, your cells are dying to avoid becoming cancerous. A sneeze can blow out of your nose at over 100 miles an hour. So next time, be careful, because it's actually possible to break a rib simply by sneezing. If you've ever been on a roller coaster and feel like your heartbeat is...
I did that before, like, I sneezed the wrong way. I felt all that in my rib, like, god damn. I said, you can't do that, so I kind of believe him on that.
In your mouth, it isn't your imagination. Your organs are actually moving around inside your body. Humans are bioluminescent, meaning that we glow in the dark, but our eyes are just too weak to see it. There's a condition known as fatal insomnia, where one day you can't go to sleep, and eventually you die because of this lack of sleep. You know that moment when you're about to fall asleep and suddenly you flinch because you feel like you're falling? This is actually known as a hypnic jerk, and it alerts your body that you're dying, or at least thinks that you're dying.
This is the most depressing city on Earth. This is the city of Norilsk in Russia. It was built by 500,000 Gulag prisoners.
It's like a big ass maze that you can't even get out of.
There are no roads that lead to Norilsk. The only way out is an airport or a port 40 miles away. It enters a continuous darkness for 45 days each year. It is also one of the most polluted cities on Earth. In 2016, a river turned red and people don't even know why. And on top of all that, the lifespan of a worker there is 10 years less than a normal worker in Russia.
Misophonia. Chances are, if you felt anger or even rage from the intro, you may have misophonia, a disorder in which sounds trigger an emotional or even a physical response. While an average person would describe sounds such as or as annoying or even nearly unnoticeable, someone with misophonia would describe the noise as something that can drive you crazy, and it may seem funny or even dramatic to you. It can seriously compromise things like your social life, eating habits, and even your mental health. It's also a bit more common than people usually expect, possibly affecting up to 15% of the world's adult population. Average hearing people rated babies crying and women screaming as highly disturbing, as did the people with misophonia, while sounds like chewing and breathing were rated much less disturbing, but the people with misophonia rated them just as disturbing as babies crying. While it's usually human noises that trigger a reaction, it could also include things like tapping or typing. These sounds increase stress, invoke anger, anxiety, and even disgust. Some people with the disorder feel that because it's not physical, that they're overreacting and try to suppress it, which can increase physical effects. Things like a faster heartbeat, tension, shaking, and sweating, which can cause chronic stress, as being near to a eating or even breathing human is actually quite common, because apparently we need to do those things every day. This chronic stress they endure can actually lessen their life by almost 3 years. So you're literally chewing these people's lives away. While misophonia is not curable, the U.S. has many clinics with a variety of treatments, including helping the worst of the worst cases, from providing distraction methods and offering headphones, all the way to cognitive behavioral therapy, helping to improve the life quality and eventually the daily functioning with the terrible torture of misophonia.
In honor of the 4th of July, here are some facts about America that you probably don't know. The current American flag was designed by a 17-year-old kid. He did it for a school project and he got a B- on it. But his teacher eventually gave him an A after his flag was chosen to be the new official flag of the United States of America. There isn't actually an official language for the United States. Although most people speak English, no language has ever officially been chosen. The United States has won more gold medals at the Olympics than any other country in the world, with a total of 1,022 gold medals. On any given day in America, 84 million adults are eating fast food, which is 37% of the entire American population. We love our Happy Meals. There are more guns in America than there are people. For every 100 American citizens, there's 101 guns. And lastly, there are over 75 million dogs living in America.
And they're trying to ban guns. How you gonna do that? I got a gun myself. I got 2 guns or 3 guns. I'm gonna end up getting some more. I like them. And I started customizing my rifles. Teddy bear eye and stuff, eye, whatever you want to call it. That might be copyright. I'm gonna mute it. They'd be killing me with these copyrights.
Here are some things in our world that you need to be aware of. We've all been told that if you're in a plane and it's about to crash, to go into this position. Well, if you do that, you're most likely going to break your back and you're going to die immediately. That's because if you survive from a plane crash, you could sue the airlines millions of dollars. It sounds terrible to say, but no airline wants.
That's why they tell you how to do that, so all y'all can die. God damn, that's fucked up, man.
But the best way for you to survive a plane crash is to sit straight up and put your feet on the seat in front of you. Although your legs might break, but the chance of you surviving is a lot higher. Next, if you're on FaceTime or a Zoom call with someone and they put their hand out like this, then put it into this position, be aware they are trying to tell you something. This is a non-verbal code people are using to say they need help. The people who use this signal probably don't want to say anything out loud because something bad might happen. So don't ignore it if you ever call somebody and they do this signal.
It's how Jaffa cakes are actually made. The large conveyor belt is greased so the Jaffa cake mixture won't stick. Then this machine deposits the Jaffa cake mixture onto the belt. It runs through huge ovens where it's cooked, staying inside for about 6 minutes. When the freshly baked cakes exit the oven, a laser measures their diameters. The cakes are then transported to the jam station where they are sorted into perfectly neat rows. The orange jam is added to the middle of each cake and then they are quickly cooled. The cakes are then flipped over into melted dark chocolate and flipped back again. They then go through another cooling machine, then a scan for any traces of metal. Look, here's a defective Jaffa cake being blasted out of the line. And finally, they are packed into the cartons, ready for us to eat.
Here are 3 facts about the youngest sibling. Number 1, the youngest sibling is super creative. Studies have found that the youngest child usually chooses artistic careers such as architecture or content creation. Number 2, the youngest child is the most popular. Research shows that the youngest child is usually more social and has a bigger friend group. Number 3, the youngest is the funniest. Studies have found that the youngest child is more immersed in humor than the rest of their family.
Nail-biting facts that you'll wish you never knew. You sweat on average 26 gallons in bed per year. If you convert 26 gallons into pounds, that's equivalent to 216.9 pounds a year you're just losing from sweating. Some tumors can have teeth, muscle, hair, and bones. It's called teratoma, and the most common place to get it is right in your testicles. Be careful with that one. Disneyland is filled with nothing but dead human remains. Thousands of families every year sprinkle their loved ones' ashes all over the rides. Apparently, it's such a big issue that staff is well aware of this going on. The dirtiest part of your house is actually the sink. In fact, sinks contain more poop than an actual toilet seat. So just because someone washes their hands doesn't mean they're always clean. In just 7 hours, elephants poop enough.
Got a filter on the sink though.
To outweigh an adult human. And for the last one, if a koala bear ever pees on you, you need to go get tested for STDs. That's because koala bear's pee contains chlamydia.
These are the weirdest jobs you'll ever hear about. This one is a professional pusher. Japan has employed people to push others into trains so that nobody's late for work. They get paid about 1,000 yen per hour. Full-time Netflix viewer. They just watch all of their content and they tag it in the appropriate genre. And the average salary is about $69,900 per year. And professional sleeper. Yes, you can actually get paid to sleep. You sleep while scientists conduct research about sleep disorders, and you can get paid up to $2,700 for 2 weeks.
Dang. There's some stuff in it I ain't know, but yeah, I'm gonna keep going deep. We're gonna go deep inside. But yeah, make sure y'all drop some videos, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
With the grind, I could change in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat.